Rivers crisis, resolutions issued Fubara unacceptable to Ijaw, Edwin Clark says. Can you imagine? So it's now that they are reacting to what judgment or whatever agreement that Tinubu and APC have handed over to Fubara. The fact remains that where were they, even Edwin Clark himself, all this while when Wike has been ranting and has put Fubara on the corner? Where were they when the River State is saying that Wike forced Fubara on them? Now Fubara can no longer play along with his godfather, and now there's trouble. PDP is not helping him. The so-called Rivers were not helping him. It's now that they're beginning to talk. Now, wow. Let's see exactly what is Edwin Clark's perspective in this matter. South leader Edwin Clark had described the directives issued to Governor Sim Fubara as resolution of the political crisis in Rivers State as not only appalling but also unacceptable, particularly to the Ijaw ethnic nationality. The directives were given at a meeting presided over by President Bola Tinubu and attended by the governor and other Rivers stakeholders at the presidential villa Abuja on Monday night. So the foremost Ijaw leader made the declaration on Tuesday at a press briefing in his residence in Abuja, threatening to take legal action. He said the 8-point resolution is undemocratic, dictatorial, one-sided, and aimed at handing over the political leadership of Rivers State to former governor of the state and minister of FCT, Nyesom Wike. So according to him, from the terms of the purported settlement, it is obvious that President Tinubu used this role as a mediator to once again show gratitude to the FCT minister for delivering Rivers to him during the last presidential election. Oh boy. He observed that Tinubu had previously gratified Wike by making him the minister of FCT. So the fact here remains that after the resolution and the 8-point agreement signed by Fubara and all of them, everybody's reacting now. But Fubara has signed. Why did Fubara sign? Up to now, Fubara has not said what is the cause of the problem between him and Wike. Up to now, Fubara is still calling Wike and Tinubu his fathers and his brothers. So what I will say here, I will show that even Fubara is not playing game with his supporters and with everybody that is trying to sympathize with him. Okay, now after all this, the same agreement that everybody is frowning at, Fubara read it and signed. So why did he sign? If Fubara himself did not see anything wrong with it, why will anybody cry? Was Fubara forced to sign the agreement? Why did he not have the balls to say, I will not sign? You understand? Okay, now that he has signed, is it that he has signed but has his own agenda? Will he be free to operate his own agenda? Because already everybody is reacting that already Fubara has lost that fight. Fubara will remain a puppet governor in Rivers State for these 4 years. And bet you me, what happened to Ambode under Tinubu in Lagos is what is going to happen to Fubara under Wike in Rivers State. Wike is not the Jagaban of Rivers State, whether people like it or not. Okay, whether people like it or not. So the question now is, where was the Ijaws? Even the so-called Asai Dokuba that is ranting, and now Chief Edwin Clark is also trying to say his own. Where was he when all this matter started? Even PDP is not helping matters. So how do you help this kind of situation? I keep saying. Okay, now there are people reacting to what Chief Edwin Clark has said. You know, and somebody saying, where were you when Wike was forcing the same Ijaw on the entire riverine areas? Okay, Oga Clark, stop this tribalism talk. And now for saying that, somebody has cautioned him, so mega. Okay, you have to shut up your mouth unless you have approved yourself to die young. Who are you to insult an adult statesman like that? Well, that is like Chief Edwin Clark. Well, he's just cautioning him, but he has aired his view. He has aired his own view, I must say. Okay? Somebody said, all of you making noise here, when the time comes, you won't be able to stand with Fubara. Yes, up to now, nobody is standing with him now. 27 members of the House against 5 Fubara is as good as ex-governor because he will be impeached and nothing will happen. The highest you can do is to protest, and the federal government will send police and soldiers. Okay, before you know, case closed. Baga. And so, this old cargo should be asked where is his children. If it's easy, push one up the ladder as Wike did for this idiot called Fubara. Real Fubara. This is the reason I'm always happy to have come from Edo State, who is the president that we wake up and think of, pocketing Edo, can you imagine, into his world. It's not possible. There were no resolutions given to Fubara. He has been systematically impeached. That is it. Because if Tinubu is saying that impeachment should be stopped, but even in the midst of saying impeachment should be stopped, he said that the 27 lawmakers that defected to APC should be duly recognized by APC in Rivers State. Can you imagine? And in the midst of that, he's saying that Emewule, the former Speaker of the House of Assembly, should still be recognized as the authentic Speaker of the State House of Assembly, meaning that Edison is finished, Fubara is finished. Okay, so out of 32 lawmakers, 27 for APC, only 5 for Fubara. Fubara is gone, and if Fubara has signed that agreement, then Fubara is truly gone. There's nothing anybody will do about it. I must say the truth. Somebody saying, when did you start representing the interests of the Ijaws? The resolution reached is fair to all concerned. So, old man, stop fanning the embers of the trouble. Can you imagine? I don't know this kind of thing, I tell you. Per Clark, are you sure that Sim, was not confronted with an evidence? If so, if something he did before he became a governor, it's possible. Maybe there's something he did before he became a governor, and they have shown him the evidence of the thing he did and blackmailed him in the bargain. So for what sane man could sign this is guillotine. Well, the truth is that, just like I said earlier, who forced him to sign it? Because the truth remains that any reasonable person who wants to fight for his right will not sign that agreement. But he has signed quietly, and everybody is ranting and making noise for him. Meanwhile, himself is already back in his house. He has determined his fate, not two ways about it. Not two ways about it. That is the truth. What is Per Clark saying? Is it not the position of things before the crisis? Did Per Clark thought the governor can win the battle in the first instances? The likes of Per Clark should allow peace reign in the state. They were not there when the governor and his godfather signed the term of agreement before the nomination. They should allow the governor to enjoy his tenure. So who is now troubling the governor? Is it the Ijaw people, the River State people, or the APC people, or Tinubu, or Wike? Who is troubling the governor now? Because the governor is finished. Wike is on the path to hand over the state to APC, and nothing is going to stop that. That is it. So unfortunately, it is very, very sad to see and to hear that it is during Wike time that APC has taken over Rivers State. I don't know how this will work. I don't know how this will work. That is it. All right, so thank you for listening, and let's have your comment in this matter.